Hi, everybody. It's nice to see all the faces on here, and I know that quite a few of you will be watching the recording, but I just wanted to say thank you for taking the time out of your day to commit to 25, 30 minutes of hopefully learning something and being able to share stories with all these girls here, these beautiful girls that said yes to committing to 25 minutes to getting on the call as well. And they're just so darn passionate, and I cannot wait to get into all of the good stuff. So without further ado, my name is Elizabeth, and I live in Michigan. I have 2 daughters and a husband who's my college sweetheart, and I am a wellness warrior, also a former cosmetologist. I don't work in the salon anymore, but I'll tell you what, if you are watching this call or you're on the call, you know darn well that you are a passionate person about helping people. That's just what we do, right? So whether it's doing eyebrows or spray tanning or waxing, eyebrow arching, any of that, doing hair, makeup artists, we just know that we love to make people happy. We're passionate about like people having smiles on their faces when they get out of your chair or whatnot. So thank you for taking the time to be here. I think you're just going to be absolutely thrilled with all of the information that we're going to share with you. We're going to have like a little bit of a different format because there's actually going to be some really specific, detailed information that is just for people who are in the beauty industry. So we can all call ourselves wellness warriors because we are on a mission to just spread the word of a better way of living, better health, and just a better way to protect ourselves working in a toxic environment like we are when you're in the hair industry. So I guess maybe I would just say that I would like to have everybody keep an open mind about the information that's being shared. Just because you might think like it's not really for me or whatever, but there's somebody in your life that might want to hear this information, because there's just a lot of people who are struggling really simply with 2 main topics, and that is with their health. Seems like we all know somebody who's on medication, that wants to get off medication, that's in pain, that's suffering, that's just not well, that wants a better health life. And that's what we're here to share, stories and information. And maybe it will touch you in such a way that it's just a really good fit for you. Or maybe you're going to think about somebody that you know that would like to hear this information. We love sharing, so you could definitely share the recording away. And so the other crisis I feel like that we have right now is our wealth. And like, it just seems like people are trading time for money. And at the end of the month, there's just not enough for people. And again, with this call, you're going to learn that these women, through their stories, have embraced an alternative way to a side gig or something that they do while they're doing hair that is bringing money in and still helping people with their health and with their lives and making people beautiful on the inside out. So on the inside, what goes on the inside, and the toxins that we have even in our air and in our food, not just only in the workplace, but what all is going on? What does our body look like on the inside? Well, we have a very special guest and also a friend of mine, Lindsaya Banduzen, who's going to go into a little bit of how she has embraced the Juice Plus products and how it has boosted her immune system and her family's health picture and what it's really like working with chemicals and having the toxicity that you do in the salon and other beauty, stores or arenas. So she is definitely has a great background of a lot of years from doing hair for 15 years. And also she's a global color. She's worked for the company called Cayman, and she's been with them for 11 years. And she's been the national director for 6 years. So she's going to go in and tell you a little bit about things that she has learned along the way about very specific, things that are going on in our body that we might not know about, and that she's going to educate you on and teach you about what it is that, how we can combat that too. Lindsay, you can take it over.
All right. Well, I almost said happy Monday, but it's Sunday. But in our world, right, Sunday, Monday, those are typically in our industry the vacation weekend days. So yes, I have had the great opportunity of loving what I do. I mean, I loved being behind the chair. I think that resonates with everyone. on this call or watching it in the future, because it's about making people feel better and feeling and becoming better versions of themselves just by having more confidence, right? And so I loved that. But along my journey, by being a hairstylist, it was actually with becoming pregnant with my oldest, who's now going to be 13. I know, don't be shocked. I know I am only 24. I only look 24 years old. But yes, my 13-year-old, when I became pregnant with her, I actually remember the day where I was standing in a grocery store of all places, and there was like a little bulletin board, and I pulled one of the little stickers to go to this free doctor talk. And because I felt like I had no idea how to feed another human, I probably not even myself. And that's where I started my journey about just learning about the power of nutrition and the power of how we can really start to take, our lives back. And I started learning about toxicity. And that was frightening, you guys, because I found out that I worked in one of the most toxic industries in the world. And it frightened me. And I also had no other means to bringing home the bacon to pay for our life. And I was bringing a baby into this world. I needed to have an income. So I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And the other thing is that I was passionate about what I was doing. I wanted to continue doing it. And the reality is, women are never going to stop wanting to feel like the best version of themselves. And that does mean hair products, getting your hair colored, having highlights, using hairspray, putting on hair products. So I knew that that was non-negotiable. I just wanted to find a way that I could still accomplish all of those things. I could have less exposure. And by me having less exposure, I could expose my clients to less toxicity. And so that led me into working with this particular color brand. But through working with this color brand, my journey just kind of continued to multiply, because now I was learning about additional toxins. I was learning about professional aspects to our industry. So one of the things that blew me away was that the average American hairstylist earns right around $25,000 a year, but they only stay in the industry for 5 years. So that, if you take away what they're paying for their education for becoming licensed, so around $3,500 a year, essentially you're paying back in your tuition for your schooling. That means you're making less than $20,000 a year. And no wonder, earning $20,000 a year, who can sustain staying in this industry? We don't get benefits. No life insurance, no health insurance, no paid vacation, no paid time off. We have to work the most valuable hours of our lives, in my opinion, especially because most people come into this profession through kind of child rearing ages. So when we are getting ready to start to have a family, and once you have a family, who wants to work on Saturday? I remember that when I first took myself out of the salon on Saturdays, I was lucky. I was able to do that because I had built a very successful clientele, and I was able to take the loss in income, because I was also able to replace it as, with some of my education income. And then I just had to take a loss because I didn't want to miss my baby girl's soccer games, and I didn't want to miss my, the school trips and the overnights and waking up with little girls in the house and cooking them breakfast on Saturday morning. I didn't want to miss those opportunities. And also that part of the reproductive age, it hit me. I needed to find a way to help this industry be less toxic, because those women, those young ladies, if they are choosing to have children, are exposing themselves to more toxicity through the era, the age in which we're bringing about life. And that was, quite frankly, it was frightening, and it was pretty devastating for me. So, I kind of fast forward, I continued to learn. I learned things that really were tough. Only 11% of all industry products. So there's 10,000 products that the FDA kind of regulates or says are allowed in our consumer beauty products, everything from hair color to mascara, the whole nine, but only 11% of them have ever been reviewed. It's actually pretty frightening. So we are in contact with a lot of things that have carcinogenic levels. They have been proven to be toxic, even in the concentrations in which we're exposed. And so I knew that, again, I was in this industry. It's what I do for a living. So what am I going to do? Just throw it all away and not do it, and not make people happy, that wasn't an option for me. So I started just figuring out what can I do to minimize the impact. And some of the things are very easy. Of course, choosing better products, of course, becoming our own advocate, right? But we still have to color hair. And the reality is hair color, even when constructed in a better fashion, still has to contain chemicals. So yes, choosing better products, one way. Another way is obviously consuming more antioxidants, because what being behind the chair does to our bodies is it produces oxidative stress. For every hairstylist on here, you have all stood behind a chair, worked a 12-hour day, and not even felt like you had time to breathe, let alone like sit down. We hold our bladder all day long. We don't eat meals. We take bites in between mixing color and heading back out onto the floor. So nourishment is at like a zilch. I literally have countless days where I think my diet consumed of a Starbucks, and probably a Starbucks. Like I literally was like caffeinated to the nils, especially this holiday time, right? Like it is buzzing in the salon. It's so crazy. In such a fun, buzzing way. I don't want to make it sound negative, but there's just not time. We don't have scheduled breaks. We don't have those things. And the more you are successful in this industry, the more those things slide away. So when you become successful, you build your books, the less breaks you have, the less time off you have, the more customers you're seeing. And all of that is increasing the bacteria that we're becoming exposed to, and the toxins, because we're doing more clients, which means we're doing more color, we're using more hairspray. And so you need more. You need more fruits and vegetables. The only way to combat all of that free radical damage is antioxidants, and the only place that antioxidants exist are in plants. So how do you get more of them? And that was my big aha. I need more. Every hairstylist in this world needs more. And really, truly, every human body needs more. And if I need more, so do my clients, because they're also using hairsprays daily. They're using, styling aids. They're using shampoos, conditioners, body washes. They're also exposed every day to toxins. And then for me, and I know you'll hear it'll be brought to life a little bit later, but just talking about being able to lock arms with this mission and have the opportunity to have a full benefits package. I've never been able to have health insurance, and now I will be able to have health insurance for my entire family. I just received a Christmas bonus. I've never received a Christmas bonus from any other company, no salon, not the hair color company I've worked with. I've never received a bonus, and I'm able to receive yearly bonuses. And it's nice and it's great. It feels like I feel so appreciated, and it feels there's so much security there. And that's not something I really was able to dream of. So not only have I been able to, make our family healthier, but I've been able to dream again and really realize like the value I can bring into our home. So I hope that some part of that inspires you. And I know I cannot wait to hear the stories that are to come.
Yeah, thanks, Lindsay. You nailed it. You always do. I knew it was going to go out like that. So when Lindsay is talking about oxidative stress and the antioxidants, and you might be thinking to yourself, well, how do you get those in your body? And we do it daily, and it's convenient, and it's totally affordable. And so the Juice Plus company has 3 product lines, which I have embraced a lot of products in our house, and often there's catalogs of different items that you can purchase. And I just love the fact that it's really simple with Juice Plus. So we have the Tower Garden, which is an aeroponic vertical growing system. You can grow your own produce in your house. Mine's on right now. It has leafy greens galore, and it's in Michigan, and it's wintertime, and I'm able to grow that. So we have a way for you to produce and grow your own produce. Amazing. We also have the Juice Plus capsules and gummies, and that's 30 different vine ripened fruits and vegetables that are, the water is extracted, the salt and the sugar is extracted. It's very safe for diabetics and anybody. It's safe for anybody at any time. Pregnant women, breastfeeding mothers, all the way until somebody is, passing. It's very safe for human consumption because it is just food. We also have the omegas, which is a plant-based omega. And again, it's we're bypassing the fish in the sea. We're getting the algae and extracting the oil straight from pomegranate seed and tomato seed and some other things. And it's a newer product, the Juice Plus company, and it's just absolutely amazing. It's catapulted our already really great health in my family to another level. I was not expecting that. And then we also have chewies for the children. So if somebody or an adult who cannot swallow the capsules, the chewies are really fantastic. We buy extra in our house just because they're, kind of curve our sweet tooth every once in a while. And then we also have the complete line, which are shakes and bars. And it is plant-based also. There's a theme here if you haven't caught on. So we have chocolate and vanilla, and my kids drink the shakes for breakfast. We have it for after CrossFit workouts. We have it for recovery from soccer practices. It doesn't matter. You can have it on a go snack or meal replacement. Again, they're very safe. It's all plants. And then we have 2 different flavors of bars, the protein bars. So let's see, we went over the capsules and the gummies, the aeroponic growing system, and then we have the complete. And then we also, what we're going to talk about a little bit more is the opportunity to share better nutrition with other people, just like the ladies here on this call are doing with all of you. So we covered that. And then Kate, if you will, I know that you love and you're passionate about, sharing how this business is a little bit different than like the normal, typical average, corporate world that most people have their work in.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Elizabeth, for having me. So you guys all know the theme for tonight's call. We're all in the beauty industry. So for my purposes today, I would love to just share with you the amazing business opportunity we have with the Juice Plus company and compare it to, I'm just going to use the salon because that's something that we can all relate to. So if you look at a typical business, and so I'm going to use a salon for this, you have someone at the top who started the company, and then they hire people to work under them. So there might be a salon manager, and then in our instances, you're going to have your hairstylists, maybe a makeup artist, you might bring in a massage therapist, and then you might employ assistants and your front desk personnel and all of that, right? And so someone starts at the top, starts this business, and then has people working under them. And so with that business model, there are some pros and there are some cons, right? When you're at the top, you get to decide what product line you're going to carry. You get to decide who you hire. But then you also have all of the struggles of paying the rent, purchasing the products, training your staff, having your staff leave. You really are trading your time for dollar. And it's one of the reasons when I got into the beauty industry, I kind of thought, I don't see myself retiring from behind the chair, and I don't think I want to own my own salon because I just kind of saw all of the stuff that went along owning a traditional business like that. And so in my mind, I thought, I love education. I like working in sales. I don't want to have to do either of them. And so that's where my route has gone. So I'm no longer behind the chair. I work for actually a distributor, and I work with sales consultants and salons, and teach them about the products that I represent. And I love the products I represent. And I happen to actually work with Lindsay for the amazing company she was discussing. So I love that we're offering healthier products. But I'm still trading time for dollars. And so I'm not at the top of that company, right? So I have chosen not to become a salon owner because I didn't want to take on all of the stress of owning a salon. But that means I could never own my own business. The business I'm in, I'm never going to make it to the top, no matter how hard I work, unless those owners decide to leave or they sell the business, then I can't make it to that top position. And so the Juice Plus company, one of the things that I love most about it is it gives us all the opportunity to own our own franchise. So it takes the benefit of owning your own business, of being able to decide when I work, who I work with, but I don't have the headache of having inventory, and I don't have the headache of having to pay rent for a brick and mortar business. And so it really is blended the best of 4 different models of business. So when we're behind the chair, we're already talking to our clients, and we're probably already recommending products that we love, right? We're recommending retail products that we believe in, that we know will help them. So the Juice Plus company is the exact same thing. We have found a product that we absolutely love and that we want to share with everybody. And so we just recommend it to our friends. That's really all we do. We eat the products that we believe in and that we love. We share our experiences with them. And we talk about it to people, and we share our experiences, and we teach other people to do the same thing. That is all this business entails. So I still work my full-time business. I'm on the road 4 days a week, and then I have an admin day, but I work 5 days a week. And I have 2 kids at home. and I'm a Girl Scout leader, and I have a really full life, but this is something that I could not say no to. I am so passionate about health and helping other people. My health journey started when I was in college. I actually gained quite a bit of weight in college, and I kind of struggled to lose it. And so during that process, I learned a lot about health and nutrition. And so I just, in every single salon I've worked in, I'd bring in my salads and try to find time to eat them. And everyone that I worked with would ask, how do you know to eat like that? Like, can you just tell me what to do? And so it's kind of something that people have always come to me for, is helping them with their health. It's why I got into hair, because I wanted to help people, like Elizabeth was saying. And so this has been such a perfect marriage for me, because the reason I got into the beauty industry was to help people. The reason I love what I do now is because I'm still out there helping salons become successful. And I couldn't say no to Juice Plus, the products, because they totally made sense, but the business, because I'm just that person who's always recommending something that I love and believe in. And so really all this business is recommending these amazing products to people that we come in contact with. And as hairstylists, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. We're in contact with so many different people that we have such a wide audience, and they're already coming to us, asking us for advice for other things. So this has just really made sense. And so that's really all this business is. I think Lindsay alluded to it as well, but I've always worked for small businesses as an adult. And so I've never had the opportunity to be the one to provide benefits for my family. And so now that I have been with this company for a year, and it has just allowed us to do so many things. We've been on so many more vacations than we couldn't do before. I just maxed out my retirement fund, which has not happened in a really long time. And it's allowed us to start paying down our debt as well. So those three big financial stressors that I think a lot of us suffer from, this business has absolutely impacted our family. And when I reach just 3 more levels up in our marketing plan, I will be able to provide our family with full benefits, which is such an amazing blessing. I think all of us on this call or watching this video can recognize, being in the industry that we're in, that benefits are just not something that we are used to. And so being able to provide those for our family is something that I'll be super psyched to do. So I think that answers some questions and explains the business a little bit, and explains why I couldn't not join this mission.
Yeah, Kate, thanks so much. I mean, while you're talking, I was kind of thinking about, my journey of doing hair and then getting out of doing hair to be at home with the kids, because I didn't want to be tied up. Lindsay hit on that as well. I wanted to be at home with the kids, and the fact that you work a full-time job, you're on the road, and you're like doing this Juice Plus thing in and out, weaving it in and out of your day, where you're not like carving out large amounts of time, but you're still able to help people. And you're so generous to be able to do that too, because we all know that we could find other things to do. But since hairstylists are just so passionate about making people happy, it's just such a good marriage, like you said. So I appreciate your time. And yeah. So
I completely forgot to say, sorry.
Go ahead.
That not the last, there's so many benefits, but one of the main things that I completely forgot to say is that we take our products, we love our products, but we have zero inventory. So really this business is a $50 investment. So even when you own a salon and you're selling products, you still have to buy those products, stock them in your salon, and then sell them. We don't even have to do that. We literally take the product, we talk about them, we share them, and the company takes care of everything. We don't have any inventory. We don't have to hunt people down for money. It was like none of that. We literally are just sharing our experiences. And so there's very zero really investment on our part, other than a $50 startup fee for a website. I mean, how many of you own salons and you have a website, and how much money are you paying an IT person for marketing and all of that? We pay $50 and we get our own website. We got our own virtual office. There's a whole corporate side of this that all it is a phone call away, and we pick up the phone and say, hey, I have a question. And there's a whole bevy of people that want to help us succeed in this business. I mean, the support is amazing. But the fact that there's no inventory really makes our company special. I think a lot of people that fall under this umbrella of direct marketing, they have these huge kits that they need to purchase to get started. And we have none. Really, it's just the products that we're going to be taking anyways because we believe in it. So that was a big part of this business model that I completely forgot to mention.
Yeah, no, thank you. I like the organic flip flop and back and forth. It's fine by me because you just made me think of something else really quick. I went from high school pretty much to being a licensed cosmetologist, going to cosmetology school. And I was scared after I had kids, and I was thinking about something that I wanted to do. And what was that? But I didn't have a college degree. I didn't have any computer skills on any level whatsoever. So the fact that if you're over the age of 18, male, female, whether you're a doctor, a nutritionist, or a dietitian, or you're a mom on a mission like myself, or a cosmetologist, anybody can do this as long as you have the heart and the desire and you have a cell phone. That's all you need. You just need your cell phone. That's where we work. I take my office everywhere. I meet up with you beautiful, energetic, positive people and at Starbucks and on the road, and you can take it anywhere. So there's two more people. I'm so excited for you guys to hear this. One is a salon owner, and then one heard about Juice Plus from a naturopathic doctor, and it just really hit home, her being a hairstylist and hearing the stuff that the person, her mentor was saying to her, and she was listening. The paths that these two girls took is just so exciting. I'm thrilled that you're going to be able to hear them. So let's turn over the mic. We'll go Thori next here. You can share with us just what Juice Plus has done for you, how you heard about it, and why it's so important in your life.
All right. Thank you, Elizabeth. Real first, quickly, I heard about Juice Plus from Kate, another hairdresser. We've worked together. And, basically to recap of what Lindsay said, I'm still behind the chair. I'm eating quickly. I don't always take the best things to work for me. When people will comment, I'm like, oh, what are you eating? And then some people have salads. So literally I took it because I knew I didn't eat enough fruits and vegetables. I knew I needed more. So it gave me the peace of mind. And from starting to take it, I started to crave more fruits and vegetables. So that was huge for me. So just to kind of change my healthy lifestyle habits. So for the other reason, I believe in this industry, besides being a hairdresser, I'm an entrepreneur. I've owned my own salon for 5 years in a big city, alone for $120,000, $40,000 a month, for bills and rent, 15 to 20 employees, it's a lot. So when the lease was up, I decided to end that. I didn't want to move forward, and I knew that kind of wasn't the way I was, keeping up to pay rent. So I was looking for something else. I still do work for myself behind the chair. I rent a chair, but I think sometimes would I open up another salon smaller in a smaller town? But there's still the brick and mortar thing. It'll be smaller bills, but you're still married to it 7 days a week. So when Kate had come to me about the business, and what she said, for $50, literally, I don't have inventory like I do at the salon. I don't have employees. I have business partners like you wonderful girls that I get to work with every day. I totally believe in the industry. I just needed to find the right product to get behind. And Juice Plus was that. It's backed by clinical research that was awesome. It just, it really does what it says it's going to do. So yeah, I thought too, I think a lot about how we stand on our feet all the time. I can't do that. I really don't want to do that much past 50, as we get older, 55, I'm thinking I'm not going to be hip and up on what's going on. And so I want something else. I love doing hair. I've been doing it for a while, but I don't want to be standing behind the chair forever. So this is definitely, I'm working it part-time on the side right now. While I do hair, and just like Kate said, I share it with the people, in my chair. We're all, talk about the, our lives and what's going on. So everyone wants to stay healthy. It's another big thing. And Elizabeth, like you said, health and wellness, it's on people's minds all the time. So I am truly grateful and excited that Kate shared it with me, and I decided to get involved, and the headaches are so much less than what it was in my previous lifestyle. So
yeah, that's great. And thank you for doing this with us. I'm telling you, like if you're down the path of not enjoying the people that you work with, and I've been in the salon, so I know that sometimes there can be some competition. There can be some cattiness and some, uncomfortable situations with your coworkers that just are not pleasant. And I've yet to come across a situation like that, just because we are one mission, one team, and we are mission minded, where we just want to make other people excited about their success and help them reach their goals, whatever that is. And it's just women empowering women. Yes, there's men in the industry, but to be really frank, there's not a ton in there in the Juice Plus business and network marketing, because there's a lot of like one-on-one communication. And so I just feel like we're at the right place at the right time, ladies, and to be able to do this with each other is just top notch. So we'll move on to Adrienne. I'm so excited for you to be able to tell everybody, how you heard, how you started off on Juice Plus. It's really a great story.
Hi, everyone. My name is Adrienne. I live in New Hampshire. Actually, Nina, who's on today, she's my business partner. So I'm glad that she could make it on, because I'm excited for her to hear all of this information as well. But I've been in the industry for about 28 years. We've owned the salon together it'll be coming up on 8 years. We've had our ups and downs, and it is a tough industry. Like everybody was saying, the bills every month, the product cost, all that it was huge. But how I came across Juice Plus was, I've always been super into, health and fitness. I used to do fitness competitions. I was a figure competitor. I was always at the gym, always eating properly, healthy, top notch all the time. About 2 years ago, I started, just being really tired, and I had a lot of brain fog. I had a lot of stomach issues, digestive issues. And I stopped going to the gym, which for me was like not me. So I was like, something's wrong with me. I started seeing a natural holistic nurse practitioner, because I don't I don't like taking medication. So I'd rather go the natural healthy route. And she worked with me with a lot of my issues for about 6 months, going through different, supplements and things like that, trying to get my digestive tract on point. And at the end of the day, she looked at me and said, you just need to eat more fruits and vegetables. And I was like, well, how do I do that in my day? Because, like we all are hairstylists, again, mixing color, you're shoving food down your mouth, and whatever it is at that moment, that's there, So she said, try juicing. So I did. I bought the juicer. I got all gung ho on it. And it's great. I loved it. I felt great when I did it. But that was the problem again, is I couldn't do it all the time. It was just too hard to do it every single day. I tried freezing it so I could have it every day. I just tried different things, and it was just a lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of time spent. And I just couldn't keep up with it every day in order to get the proper nutrition. So there was one day when I was on Facebook, and Kate I work with Kate. She is our color. She comes to our salon and, does color classes for us and everything. So I'm friends with her on Facebook, and I noticed that she said, oh, my kids have got all their fruits and veggies today, in one simple, easy gummy. So I texted her and I said, hey, what is this? And she's like, oh my gosh, it's like salad in a capsule. You can get all your fruits and vegetables, or what you're lacking anyway, still eating what you can, but you're getting a consistent basis every single day. And I was like, oh my God, that's exactly what I need. So I signed up. 2 weeks later, my stomach issues legit went away. They just went away. My bloating went away, my stomach pain. It was such a huge thing. I actually my hair started breaking off as well last year. Nina will attest to this too. And a month after I started taking Juice Plus, the thickness of my hair came back. I used to have waist length hair, and it actually broke off to like right about just below shoulder length. So I saw immediate results. So I asked Kate, I said, clearly you sell this, I'd like to be able to offer this just like you all, like I'm in the business to make people feel good about themselves. Health is one of, your eating habits are one of the biggest factors. Like, when you're lacking in things, you notice it in your hair, you notice it in your nails, you notice it in your skin. So to be able to, offer something to my clients to start with the inside to help rebuild all of that was kind of a no-brainer. It's like, I have the audience, they come to look to me anyway, because I was in a fitness competitions, because I did, always was at the gym. My clients always come to me and ask me for the questions like that as well. So it kind of easily fit in. So when I started talking to Kate about it, she actually told me about health insurance, and I do not have health insurance. When I go to the doctor, I pay for it out of my pocket. This industry is really tough. We don't have that available to us. So I was like even more so excited, because I said, I'm like, I can have health insurance. So I really was excited about it. And it was just easy, and it just fit in to my lifestyle, and just getting the paychecks that I have. I mean, I've only been with this company since August, and I can't believe the amount of extra money every month. I'm starting to be able to put more money into my retirement account, because that was the second thing is I'm 46 years young. My daughter's 22. I'm knocking on that door of, I need to save for my future. Like, we don't have the options in like other industries. We don't have 401ks. We don't have things like that. So I need to start saving, because I literally will be crippled if I stand behind the chair, any longer. So this business just made sense. It fit so easily into my work schedule, my lifestyle. And I'm excited to see where I can go with this,
Thank you, Adrienne, so much for sharing that. Just knowing that there is something else out there that can put money in your pocket while you're doing hair, or maybe you're looking to get out of the hair business. I was burnt out, quite frankly. It had been 12 years standing on my feet. My gears had shifted to, I'm doing this too. I want to start a family. And there's so many different reasons why people either want to slow down doing hair, want to stop doing hair, want to side gig for extra income, want to have a plan for when they retire. And this could possibly be it. So I love to play the what if game. What if there was another way to still make people happy and help people from the inside, not on the outside as much? Although the skin and hair and nails is still growing and looking good, that all comes from Juice Plus. So it's just a great marriage, and just another path to, like I said, to say, what if for $50 I could join all these vivacious girls who seem to have a lot of fun. I'm watching all of us have smiles on our faces. We're all amening each other, and there's just a sense of like positiveness around working with healthy people. When you're like healthy, you're happy. And your vibration is raised, and that's a darn good thing. So I invite you to, open up your mind and just say, what if this could take me out of debt, or get my family to go on vacation, or be my retirement plan? And girls, thank you all for being a part of this. Thank you for taking the time. If you're watching this as a recording or you were a guest, I appreciate it. This is something that we're passionate about doing. This is something that we do often. If you ever want to be a part of a group on Facebook, or you want more information, get with the person that invited you or that sent you this recording, because we certainly are just all about sharing this opportunity of health and wealth.